Alright, I'll be right back. What are you talking about, Avo? It should be in the promote yourself part of the Discord. I was about to say, moving on down. I think it's Kimaru? I have no idea. We have a Sam asking Jork. Oh my goodness. It'll be if we're meant to have 14 people, then we'll have a fun one. There will be stakes. Drama. Commentary. I do not watch Stranger Things. You mean in Australia? So, as somebody who doesn't plan on watching Stranger Things, are we talking like, is this a Game of Thrones level of bad finale? Bolduard. Fursuit? Nice. I didn't realize you had one. Oh. Somebody just let you try one on? I mean, that's not a bad thing to have. Let me try getting... Where the hell is Kimaru in my list? Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. I'm sorry, I was also focusing on trying to help these guys get everything set up. Oh dear. But yeah. No, you'd rock them, I'm sure. Gotta ruffle the dragon. Ruffle, 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 ruffle. Oh, hell yeah. Oh. You were getting force kobolded. You just don't tell them to after the con, like, and then they're just like, yeah, there was this weirdo that kept going yip at me. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Or it's like... Probably. Dragon that goes around. Don't ask why there are feathers in his bag. Fair enough. Is Kimaru finally in? Oh, we're starting. Alright, I'm gonna switch us over in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, hello, hello! We are moments away now from starting the penultimate round of FRL Season 7. We're going to Spain on a little bit of a holiday with a Grand Prix in the middle of it. I'm Nexi. I'm joined here in the comm box by Sierra. And 18...
Of course, John, being the world champion, has now been confirmed. World furry champion. Yes. There you go, John. You are the. Oh my God! It's raining.
That is the best commentary line I think I have heard all season. Just trying to say something slightly sarcastic to John, followed by "Oh my God, it's raining." But yes, John is our world champion, so this is very much a holiday tour for him, a victory lap for him.
Well, it's a bit of a wet holiday at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it's Spain. What are you gonna do?
You act like raining in Spain is a very common activity.
Well, it rains in Spain on the plains. Very gently, I would say.
Well, it's still enough to make the track wet, and that's going to throw a spanner in the works for all of the drivers.
Yeah, there are still many positions up and down the grid left to be decided as Bulldard, a new driver for this, lags out of the session.
He's lagged out of the session.
He apparently left the session.
I don't even. Oh. Huh.
I did not have him added, so... Would you have George? Or, as I kind of jokingly, but also endearingly said, our keyboard hero coming along. Gotta be starting the first outlap here in the Haas. We have Haas's on the grid now.
Yes, the two Czech Haas's, which, to be fair, fit the last driver we had from the Czech Republic. Was also driving in Haas. I think I'm pretty sure Drew drove in Haas as well, so...
Yeah, we have a Haas Czech dynasty here. Certainly.
I promise I'll only make 2 or 3 jokes about the word Czech in this race.
I'll hold you to that one. I think we do have Luck also coming out very early on an out lap.
Looks like I think Morgan is as well. She's just now exiting the pit. I mean, you want to get out as quickly as possible, just to feel out the intermediates, because these are not going to be fun for anybody,
Yeah.
especially for the person who's decided that they're going to be driving on a keyboard. I
Oh
wish him
my
all the
god.
best,
Yeah, we
because he is going to be the first person to cross the line actually and start his
indeed.
first flying lap. I'm
Indeed.
intrigued to see how he will do.
Yeah, he
Behind
goes.
him will then be Sam and then Random, the two Alpines. So we'll see
Yeah,
what the first lap times will be.
we then have a Red Bull and an Aston Martin sandwich coming along Sector 3 now. Sector 3, missing the world's worst chicane, but York going to be going on through. Actually holding the car quite stably in these conditions,
I know it's better
though
well than
not
I.
really taking a lot out of the track there. The racing line normally pulls out to the outside curb there, and then you cut across to set up for this section. Now you're just kind of going uphill, a little skiddy, not not very committed through, but just trying to get across. Well, also it's hard to set up these racing lines if we're being real on a keyboard. I
It's impressive that the cars even were even running. To be fair, I don't think I could ever have the patience to do this on a keyboard. So
now my first experience with the F1 games was the worst one, 2014, on a keyboard in the Toro Rosso. That was my first experience.
oh gosh, I think mine was actually F1 2009, as we used to have a 1 minute 30 and a 1 minute 27.
Yeah, Sam immediately breaking that. Sam punches quite into the upper midfield whenever he has raced. We have Random
Let's
now
see where
coming.
Random is going to slot in. A 132 flat, so maybe a bit of a mistake here. I mean, everyone has to still feel out the conditions as Mavi comes out
Indeed.
behind.
I wonder, because I do know the game does give you keyboard assist, as Skylar sets a 127.7. Feeling good in the wets right now.
I think Luck might have invalidated his lap behind, or is just prepping as much as he can.
Probably an
Avoid this situation. I think
invalidation.
the next driver will then be Avo, who sets a 128.2.
Very nice. Yeah, Rain, the great equalizer, they might say, as Morgan's going to come across the line now. Rain can be a great equalizer here. A
Mine's is a
125.2.
125.2. That looked confident. That's a confident time right there. They say rain is the great equalizer, but then when all the cars are also equal, it really just shows the pure adaptability of the drivers.
Indeed, yes. Rain, wet driving favors adaptability, favors caution. It really punishes you if you're one of those drivers that just chucks cars in, that maybe relies a little bit too much on the assistance, the arrow. It gets you. Or in the case of a non spec series, just the car itself.
Yeah, it's very much more difficult for that one. Let me see. I think that would be Skylar improves to 127.3.
Leo is left.
Goes
the
ahead
session.
of Sam.
Interestingly enough. You mind checking if there is something going on while I potentially send an invite back?
I don't see anything at the moment saying that there would be. I think it might have just been a disconnect. The weather has been lovely in real life at the moment, so
Indeed. Quite rare for the
uh,
UK, I would assume.
oh no, that was entirely sarcasm. The weather's been god awful for Europe.
Oh, I haven't realized. It is unironically quite good here, in where I am based at, which is right along the Mississippi River. The mighty
I just
Mississippi.
had
Sam
My
sets a
first day here.
126.8, finding some extra pace out of their laps.
Yeah, I think Luck is now going to be setting a relatively decent lap, although he is right behind, I think, Skylar. Malvi then sets a 124.6, setting the fastest lap of qualifying so far.
Indeed, setting it, and Luck invalidates, is in the gravel, and he's going around again. I don't
I
know how
mean,
many laps of fuel he has, but surely he has to pit for fuel at some point.
I think he already has. I think he went in his come in and come back out again. Having a look, maybe not. But I'm seeing some drivers in the garage looking at softs.
Interesting.
It has stopped raining, so perhaps perhaps the soft line, the dry line is gonna come out. Okay, no, it is still raining a little bit on my screen, but it's definitely clearing up enough that softs could very much be an option.
Yeah, maybe that is why they are either a bunch of the folks that we've seen just not normally came out early, or why we're seeing a couple drivers just not even bother with the banker lap. Um, we'll see what the weather looks like in the race itself too, because rain and quali can often, well, I would say it should mean rain in a race, but it often doesn't. N has left the session. That means we cannot cut to Leo's partner whenever we need to, whenever there is a high stakes overtake on track. How unfortunate.
Very unfortunate for the TV direction. I don't know how they're going to recover from this one.
Yeah, Kibaru following the dry line. The dry line in this game does come on out. It is.
126.3 is firmly ahead of the mid pack, but still considerably behind Morgana Mavi, who I think at this point.
Kimaru! 125.1! Yeah, rain. It's either that the conditions are drying here, or what I was talking about, the great equalizer.
Yeah, it's a huge lap from Kimaru, who now obviously. I mean, the track does look like it's going to be drying, so I imagine the last sets of laps will be soft laps, so I can't imagine these intermediate times will mean too much, but
I mean,
good for the drivers to have had the time, at least, drive on the intermediates in case it starts raining in the actual race itself.
Yeah, also like normally if there's like big old yellow flags or safety cars or red flags in the session, usually that's what that would refer to.
They don't really exist in qualifying in the games. You can't. I don't think I've ever seen a red flag in a qualifying session in the F1 games, but
yeah.
We do see that Morgan is the first driver out on the soft tires.
Indeed, she's giving it the go. You can see her wiggling a little bit, shaking the rear wing for the camera as she goes on up the uphill, approaching this very fast right-hander. In the actual race, it's almost flat to flat, depending on your fuel load.
Normally, like either a lift on the front or a gear shift down is usually the best way to take that.
Yeah. Going now through sector 3.
Probably try and do either 2 out laps here or actually push it on this lap. The track still looks a little bit too wet for soft tyres, so I'm not sure whether or not she will come in or not. I think she's going to try it.
Indeed. She's going to go. I mean, you might as well. You already have a very good banker. If nobody else sets good times on the softs, you're in P3. Both Mercedes still waiting. I think they're just going to wait as long as they can and give themselves one shot effectively, which is a bold call.
Morgan's struggling though on the soft tires. There's no grip out there yet. I don't think it's going to be a good lap. I think she's going to have to try running around again. And
the rear light's flashing. She's not deploying battery.
I see Prix and Sam have also come out deal on two new sets of intermediates. Luck is still out there on the same set of intermediates. Kimaru takes provisional pole.
Oh my goodness, that was a. He's still on inters, isn't he? Yeah, but my
Yeah,
goodness! The lap times are falling. We're in this weird period right now where the inters and softs can be as pacey as each other.
I don't think the softs are just as pacey yet, and I think Morgan is either going to have to come in and wait a bit longer or just keep driving out there and seeing where there's any limit. But I'm just watching her struggle on these soft tires. Like, there is not a single steady moment.
Yeah. I suppose this is the advantage to having the banker lap here, and she is peeling off into the pits right now. Luck's out there on an invalidated lap on inters. Pridas is out here. Gonna start a new flying lap.
I'm going to assume Luck is probably going to come in over the next lap or two. I mean, his tyres are pretty much done an entire stint at this rate. Where he comes in now. Next driver along the track will be Boldward? Boldward, I think that's how you pronounce that.
Yeah, Boldward.
Sets a 125.6, so it goes ahead of Avo and slots into 5th place. Just a few temps behind Luck and Morgan.
Fairly strong pace. Avo's going to be coming along. I think he did 2 outlaps. He's starting his fly. No, he's peeling off into the pits.
Yeah, he's also done an entire stint on those intermediates with Luck, so they've done roughly the same amount.
Mavi also peeling off into the pits. I wonder if drivers are going to be switching off onto the soft tires right now, which leaves Pridas improving a lot right now.
Now have a look at where he is compared to his previous best time. He is... Well, he's over like 3 to 4 seconds. He might actually end up slotting himself ahead, like within the top 3 here. He has pace at the moment.
He's peeling off into the pits. They're all gonna peel off into the pits and get on the soft tires, I think.
I think that's possibly the best choice of action. I mean, even if if that lap time was going to continue on, if you don't get back into the pits in time, which he would struggle to do.
So effectively, these lap times we are seeing right now are your insurance if you invalidate on this soft run. 2 drivers do not have that insurance right now. Leo and John, our Mercedes pair, are champions both of constructors fame and drivers fame.
Kimaru,
in the case
though,
of
has
John.
stayed out and has set another fastest lap, a 123.5, banking on the fact that it's going to be too wet.
Interesting call from the V-carb.
Random and Avo are on the soft tires. Sam is on the intermediates.
Interesting strategy calls being made here by several of the drivers. I do not know if I agree with Sam.
Avo has made I think Avo might have had a snap into the
Yeah, Kimaru just took out a braking board. On his way in.
Luck's now out on soft tires. Mavi's out on soft tires. Soft tires might have been the best way to go, but
are the Mercedes going to do a last to first challenge? I don't see activity in their pit box. 2 minutes to go.
The short track though, they can easily get out again. They can easily leave at 1 minute 50 and be fine. Sam peels into the pits. I think that's his qualifying over. I don't think he's... Yeah, he could be able to come in and get back out again. If he's
he can.
Skyler's now popping out on soft tyres as well. I think soft tyres is now the right chance, but everyone now has 1 lap to get it.
Yeah, Kimaru's going to peel in. He has to get out as fast as humanly possible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he just sped on in. Yeah, here comes a Mercedes. Still no activity from John's side of the pit box. John might be doing a last to first challenge for all we know. No, he's coming out now.
He's coming out. Morgan's not come out the pits yet. I'm expecting to see some action from there, but she's going to run out of time. She doesn't come out within the next couple of seconds, and I just see people running out the thing. That's going to be risky. Is she going to get it out there in time? I reckon she might have made a mistake on that.
Yeah,
but
here she
I might have been
comes.
wrong before, but I don't like those odds for her.
Yeah.
She might
We
struggle with that there,
we
but
have seen
we
we
now
have
have
had
the first
incidents
set.
before where drivers did cut widely across the track on an outlap in this kind of scenario. I wonder if we will
But
see
now we have
that.
the we have the last of the flyers, or the first of the last of the flyers. Mavi is going to be the first of the front lot to cross the line. He's now going through sector 2.
Would it not be?
The
Would it
right,
not be
the right.
Avo that's actually first? Avo's ahead. Avo was at Aston Martin ahead.
Avo would be ahead, yes. Is it? I think it would be Avo actually, or yeah, Avo.
Skylar's.
Yeah, as I believe as everyone. Yeah.
Yep. Here come. So Avo now going through sector 2. We get to show off the Aston Martin. A little bit yellow flags. Avo invalidates. So that's
But he might
Avo's
have
quality
time. He
done.
might have time. He has time to get round. If he pushes a little bit, he's gonna have enough time to do a final outlap. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
Aston
more a
Martin
question of
love to
battery,
lead.
but
He
you
has
still
full
have
battery.
to.
He has all of his battery available. I don't think he ever planned on making his proper lap. He has 5, 4, 3, 2. Just gets across the line. Morgan's not gonna get across the line.
Yep. So Mavi sets a
Mavi also.
124.6.
That's not an improvement. Mavi didn't improve.
Fascinating. So Kimaru has his time locked in. There's a Red Bull peeling off into the pits.
That's luck.
So luck doesn't improve.
Luck invalidated. Yeah.
Prida sets a 128.5. Right now, we have several cars coming in. Sam invalidated. He's locked in. This is why we talked about the insurance here. Bolduard also invalidates right now. Leo is not invalidated quite yet. He's going to be coming across soon. We also have Skylar in this mix right now. Here comes Skylar first of all. It's very slow though, a 129.1.
Leaves that the only duo left is going to be the Mercedes and then Avo.
Yeah, here comes Leo.
Can Kimaru get pole or can Leo take it away?
It's a 125 fat.
125. It's John. Can John?
No, no. Kimaru's done it.
He can't. John's a 125.9.
Kimaru has done it right now. Avo's also not improving right now. The soft tires were not enough. Kimaru is on pole for the Spanish Grand Prix for the first time in his career. He will be leading this grid off. The track was not dry enough. A V-Carb is on pole right now. Kimaru with a 123.5, followed by Mavi, and then Leo with a 125 flat.
Morgan then a 125.2. Bolduard also on a 125.2.
Very close between those two. Interesting qualifying session right now between all of these drivers as we prepare to get the race started. It's 37 laps of Spain, is it?
I'm not sure how we haven't got the Skylar here to help note that down at them. So it is at least dry.
Indeed. Mandatory
So
2 stops still in effect here.
Everyone should have a nice amount of soft tyres on a track that the soft tyres don't feel awful at. At least they have it in previous games. This game, who knows, to be honest. I know the tyre wear is relatively high here anyway. At least it should be.
Yeah, I do remember not hating the soft tires, using them here, especially in a 2-stop, whenever I do career stuff. But the career mode's quite fun. I know some people kind of clown on it a little bit, but it's quite fun. It's fun enough. We are moments away now.
Yes, it's I mean, at least now you can go out and have that nice holiday in Spain, not after yesterday's, not after qualifying. At least now is the perfect time for that.
Mm-hmm. Uh, the weather report has been posted in the chat. Actually, there is rain predicted at the very end. It starts dry, though.
That's interesting. You can never trust that. So that means it could either rain in like lap 2 or it could rain on lap 37. So
Yeah, it could be a Sochi situation. To mention that to all of our McLaren fans, give them
thank
a
you.
little bit of shudders.
I'm very glad. I'm very glad I've had that reminded after what I've had to suffer through.
Sochi.
But remember, guys, Nikita Mazepin was able to tell by the rain clouds and get such a good launch from that to beat his teammate.
Yes. Clearly.
Luckily, though, Spain is on Mediterranean. Well, Barcelona's on the Mediterranean Sea and not the Black Sea, so
Indeed.
the weather is a little bit more predictable.
Yeah.
It's a bit
Clearly.
nicer to go on holiday too.
Maybe that's why also all the battle groups like to go into the Mediterranean. It's just so much better than the Black Sea.
I mean, it's a lot warmer. It's a lot warmer and nicer as well.
It's worth it to start diplomatic incidents for a little bit of extra degrees of Celsius.
I am not going to comment on that.
I am the bat of shitty humor, so. This is a casual one. Here we go. Formation lap. Kimaru on pole, leading off Mavi in the Ferrari. His first pole of the season. Leo is the lead Mercedes duo with Morgan behind him. We then have a new Haas driver in Balduard. Leading off, Luck, the lead of the Red Bulls. John on the 4th row, his lowest start of the year. Avo right behind him to lead Aston Martin. We then have Sam in the Alpine starting P9. Skylar in 10th, last of the points paying positions to start. Prudhomme in the second Red Bull, P11. Finishing off row 6 is the second Alpine of Random, and then it is Jork lining up last on today's grid. Mandatory 2 stops in effect. Apparently the game says our strategies are soft, medium, or soft, medium.
Well, having a look, all of the top 3 are starting on mediums. Morgan and Baldward on softs. Luck and John on mediums. Avo on softs. Sam on mediums. Skylar doing his typical hard tyre start. Prudhomme on softs, Random on mediums, and Jork on softs. I expect Skylar to probably be at the back of a train trying to hold on for at least the first few laps, but let's see what happens at the front 3. Might see could see Avo punch ahead of John even at the start. It's quite a long dash to the line, so
indeed it is a very long
much happen.
Line here.
But let's mention Kimaru. I think this is actually not just the first pole of the season. I think this is the first pole.
Yeah, I did mention it was his first career pole, at least in FRL. As the cars start to trundle along.
It's a relatively quick formation lap. Of course, it's a bit different when you're leading it than following a bunch of other people behind.
There's a Mercedes in the grass and brake board or DRS boards getting murdered.
Interesting choice.
Leo, I think, just getting a little bit out there, as Kimaru was very slow on down that part of the grid.
Hey, that's everyone in the grid spots.
Here we go. Soon. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. FRL's away in Catalunya as Mavi gets a pretty good launch. He's going to get right on by Kimaru. Kimaru now having to try to defend, weaving almost a little bit along the track. Morgan boxing. There's a lot of contact. So much
gets pushed off into the gravel. No, Kimaru Morgan's also off the track.
So that's a disaster for both Morgan and Kimaru. Mavi now trailing away almost a second to luck right now. Leo's in there. Yeah, Leo is well off the track right now. We have Morgan, Leo off the track. Kimaru has found his way back up at the P7 compared to the two behind him that also got caught up in that scrum. Not quite as bad. He has made it off of, we have Balduard making it up at the P4, Sam P5, Avo's holding P6 here, Prids at P8, Skylar getting, I think, a little bit of relief from that, being able to hold P9 on those on those hard tires, excuse me, kind of just in the middle of no man's land in his own race here. We then have Random in P10, who is now under pressure from Leo. Jork already got passed by Leo right now, but it's Mavi and Luck right here, and Luck has managed to get into the DRS range up front.
I want to say Morgan does have front wing damage. I expect to possibly see her pit, yeah.
Yeah, she's got a pit. The hard tires...
Move down the inside. Yeah, sort of random, a pretty simple pass for Leo.
The hard tires can actually last like 20-something laps if you were to go for them, but it's 33 laps here. If I do remember correctly. Yeah.
Let's pit onto medium tires. So maybe doing 2 sets of mediums. It's doable. It's doable.
Yeah, actually, I think that is the best call here, to do 2 sets of mediums and just split it right on down the middle, especially if there's rain at the end that can catch people out, which, keep that in mind, we do have rain coming later. But
possibly. It could just be some of the drivers sweating, we never know.
Oh yeah, but...
The infamous George Russell sweat happened at this track.
Indeed, Mavi is still holding this lead to Luck, and then John, who has managed through all this chaos to get back up into the podium places.
Speaking of chaos though, Luck's looking, he moved to the inside, moves to the outside, makes an easy DRS pass, and is now leading this Grand Prix.
Yep, Mavi not having too much to defend with. So that's the second crash Kimaru has been involved in turn 1 this race. Avo now managing to rejoin in P11 on those soft tires.
It looked to me like Avo just mistimed the braking zone. He was up the inside of Sam, and then ended up struggling up to Kimaru and spinning himself on Kimaru there.
Indeed, we'll see how this all plays out. Mavi very wide. I was about to comment on that myself. John here, though, now having a chance, might be looking for a switch back. No.
He might be able to, though, because that's pushed Mavi out of DRS. Unless he can get it back before the DRS detection zone, I don't think he's going to be able to.
No, he won't.
Open up the door for John. He's only 5 temps back. That should be a pretty simple pass down the DRS straight for him.
Yes, for John, this qualifying did not start ideally for him, but right now this race could be going... Could it be going any better, I think, right now, other than...
He makes the pass for second place. I think Leo's also gonna get past Pridas.
Yeah, Mavi looking to maybe fight on back. Yeah, Leo gets on by the Penguin back there.
Now it's time to see, can Mavi hold it onto the back of John? Obviously, Sector 2 is difficult. It's difficult to stay in the line. Sector 2, really.
Indeed, Avo has gotten by Random, and then it'll be his teammate there, and I imagine there won't be much fighting. Skylar knows his teammates on soft tires. I think there was a little bit of an off-track with Balduard over there. I saw the yellow flags out, and there was a lot of accordioning going on here. When that's an Alpine going wide, that would be Sam. Leo takes the position off of Sam. This Haas currently leading a big old train as he slides on around, and that's the red... Sorry, the V-carb going almost hitting the rear, having to take evasive action as Balduard's car is just not looking stable right now. Big ol' fight here for P4 right now. Now, Kimaru looking to the inside, gets a DRS pass. Leo also gets a DRS pass.
Leo gets
finishes it in the braking zone, and now here comes Sam!
Sam's looking up to the inside, the turn 3. Balduard's had to look all the way around the outside.
Trying
He's
to
gonna hold it on the soft
switch it.
tires. Sam's still there on the inside. Is he gonna make the move stick? It's still
Balduard's on the outside line. This is a traction race going down, but it looks like Sam... No, they're both... Balduard has the inside, but Sam gets the switch back! You don't see a move there that often. Nice switchback as Morgan has a 10-second penalty and retires from the session.
But here we see Leo at the back of Kimaru. See in the background, I think Balduard runs wide. Can Leo make the move? No, he doesn't just yet.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a spin. Here we go.
I think that was Sam spinning.
Indeed, it was Sam spinning.
Bit of a gap between Leo and Kimaru now, and Pridas, who's now into P6, and Geiler, who started on the hard tires, is going to end up
there was random
in
at the gravel.
P6, ahead of the front of this pack on the hard tires.
Avo's looking to the outside of Sam. Doesn't quite have the overspeed, though, on those tires. I think maybe a little bit of downforce difference there would explain that. Maybe some battery, too. And they're all trying to get on by the retiring car, Morgan, who's... She did do everything right. This is just on the game for that car getting in the way. Kimaru manages to get on by Leo, though. Or manages to defend from Leo, excuse me. Leo looking to the inside. Puts a little bit of a look on Kimaru, but not quite able to make anything happen here. And as this goes on, the podium positions are just streaking away.
Oh, apparently there's going to be a restart to the session. I think connection issues has caused... That's what happened in turn 1. It was pure connection issues.
A very late call on that, but... Alright. Red flag. We are red flagging.
Apparently so. I just want to have a look as we see... Well, yeah. The people are still... The drivers are still racing.
Yeah, they are. Are we?
Are we red flagging it?
Keep me updated on that. I will keep going on with the race as John, it looks like, is currently trying to hold off Mavi right now. John, holds Mavi had an honest look. I think they just need to keep each other honest right now. Oh, Mavi nearly getting close on the inside there. Here we go. John. Ooh! A little wide. Not quite. Off track. Pridas also looking to fight Skylar here right now, the Penguin. Might have a chance going on down the back straight, but the soft tires are going to be wearing. Avo has ran into this as well. Here we go.
Nobody's leaving the session. I'm not sure. Are we restarting this?
Who
made the restart. Yeah, okay, yeah. There it is.
Okay.
It's moving out now.
Very delayed on that. Not sure how I feel, but... Okay. I mean, as has been established probably before, my opinion as the commentator on any of this does not matter. So, shrug. We are restarting due to connection issues that apparently hampered turn 1. On lap 1. Why we are making this call 8 laps in, I don't know. But I guess we are. Well, I hope you're doing okay, Sierra. Awaiting an invite. Oh dear. Well, this is one of the races. So far, anyway. Alright, we are restarting the session now.
Please don't tell me the game's like put me into the game. Okay, good.
So we are now a few more minutes away from continuing our Spanish holiday.
I mean, it was quite nice to wait to go back to the beach for a few more minutes before coming back to the commentary box.
Indeed it was. Have a good any margaritas or whatever.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna commentate FRL while drunk. That is a disaster waiting to happen. If we get 500 likes, I will commentate the last race drunk.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Goldward has been kicked out the session. That's not good.
Oh dear.
That's not what I want. That's not what you want to see.
No. Oh, is this
His
going to be
game
pointing
crashed.
towards... Oh, is this pointing towards I can't do this today again? Who knows?
Well, I guess while we wait for that, wait for him to get back into the game.
Ah, regardless. Oh, that's a classic. That you needed to join the game mid-session.
I know, right? It's
We're
been a
playing
while.
the
It's been a
hits.
while. I haven't had to do that since F1 23, so you know.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I'm now going to lower that like counter to 250. and this keeps going on, it'll be lowered down to 1, and then I'll like the video myself.
Yep.
I think everyone's back? Question mark? I'm not really sure. I think everyone's actually back in now, so we are gonna go straight into the race. There isn't gonna be no formation lap.
Yeah, no formation lap.
FYI. So be ready to be hype over the turn 1 shenanigans again. Hopefully there won't be any lag, although
Oh, if there was lag already, there will continue to be lag. You know how it's gonna be.
It is the cycle of EA servers. We all love EA servers here. We all stan EA servers ever since FIFA 17. They've been brilliant.
I will say, if we have to rehost again, I probably cannot do the commentary. So if you have OBS, it'll be a good time.
You know for a fact that my game is barely able to run this. My computer's barely able to run this game. I cannot stream it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If I would, I could. If I could, I would.
Unfortunately, I have commitments on Saturdays.
I'm lucky this is in my evening, so I don't normally have a commitment in the evening. Most of my
Well, the commitment is Dungeons and Dragons, but it works well until we have a bunch of problems.
Here we go.
2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. FRL's away in Spain for the second time. The first time did not happen as there's already yellow flags. Oh my goodness, it is chaos here. I see Mavi on the inside and Kubar.
Mavi are still side by side.
They're still side by side. And Morgan. Avo going up to P5. There was a bit of contact with the McLaren back there. Lux now in P5. Avo down to P6. Morgan in P4. Here they all go now down at the turn 4.
Morgan has damage though. Morgan got caught up as collateral in that as Luck runs wide, spins, comes back on.
Oh my goodness! Skylar's out! Luck and Skylar are both out. As I think Skylar T-boned the stranded car of Luck. Just nothing to really do. There were other cars around. Not much you could do there.
Be a safety car.
Yeah, safety car deployed. I bet Skylar's gonna be fuming after this one. Same with Luck. They were both running at least in the points.
Morgan will probably take obviously 2 pits as well, as she does have damage on her front wing. Avo, of course, doesn't actually have any damage, but I can imagine be some where it said Random has damage to his front wing. Jork seems to be fine, and Prida...
Morgan peels into the pits. You were correct.
Cannot tell just yet because the camera angle is awful. Pridas doesn't.
DRS it. Wait, it started again. VSC is what that was. As Leo gets up at the P2, Kimaru was caught napping on the VSC. I didn't quite put 2 and 2 together that it was just a VSC.
Sam and John is that Sam and John? No, that's Sam and Boldard who is fighting for P6. Boldard just tried to go around the outside. I've just seen someone spin his John.
Being able to hold John spins.
He comes back onto the track in front of Jork, who's able to avoid it just about. Yep.
Yep.
That's now Sam up to P5. Avo up to
Random
P4.
in the pits. Avo is running so high right now by his standard here.
Avo and Sam are P4, P5. Kimaru's currently P3. Still just behind Leo. And Mavi's now got a 2.5 second lead in first.
Yeah, Morgan's running in P10 right now after that wave of pit stops. John up into P6 after managing to get on fight with Baldward, excuse me. Baldward. I'll get used to that over time.
Is he gonna have DRS and is he gonna try to make the move?
Oh, he's wide!
Really wide! That's gonna open the door up to Pridas, who's gonna look to the inside here. He's gonna get alongside. They're both gonna have DRS, so this won't be a simple DRS pass. He's gonna make the move into the corner.
Yeah, gonna hold the inside line.
Bordard tries to hold it around the outside.
But Pridas has traction!
Turn 3! They're still fighting through turn 3, but Pridas has the inside line, is able to get the traction, and is able to hold on to P7.
Indeed, yeah. Pridas managing to get on up there. Very well done by Pridas, who was committed throughout that whole turn. Baldward now going to hold in P8. 3/10, so...
John is now up into P6, and is now just behind Sam.
Yeah, he's closing in. He's reeling in Sam very hard. I forgot to bring up the tires. I just realized.
All the drivers are using the same tires they were last time. That was the rule defined by that.
Indeed.
So,
yeah, but it's still good to have that up.
John is now going to be looking to make the move on Sam on the next DRS straight. He's all over the back.
Yeah, he is really close.
You know?
Yeah.
Will he go for the risky move around the outside the last 2 corners? No.
Sam's going to make his French Alpine as wide as he can. John gets a lot of traction. He had a better exit, but he tags the rear a little bit. I don't think it matters, though. John's going to be side by side with Sam. Sam's going to have the defensive inside. Little bit of contact, but John has the inside line and he has traction. But Sam gets it on the switchback.
The inside of turn 3.
That is the tricky part of overtaking here in Catalunya.
Side by side. Is he gonna go
John's going to be around the outside.
He is still holding there. He's going to become the inside of turn 5.
There they go. John braking as late as he can into turn 5. Little bit of a block pass there, which is allowed.
Gonna make it stick. Is Sam gonna look up to the inside or don't make it?
He had a small look, but not enough. Just I think enough to keep John honest.
Behind Sam.
It's Pridas.
Sam runs really wide there.
This is gonna invite Pridas. Yep. Sam having to go defensive here. This turn used to be a lot tighter.
He is holding that position. He's going around the outside and he's making that move stick. And that's Pridas up to P6. Sam losing 2 positions in the time space of about 6 corners.
Yeah, Sam just tumbling right on down. Pridas able to take advantage of Sam's mistake into the gravel trap as he was trying to keep John out. Ultimately, this does give John the breathing room he needed to really cement P5, start to reel in Avo, who is just kind of in his own race up in P4.
I'm sure Avo's loving every single minute of this. He is absolutely reaping in enjoyment right now in this.
Indeed. He has been struggling for confidence in the cars sometimes. He's gotta love that he managed to get through a lot of this. We'll see what happens from turn 1 investigations, but here they all come now. Sam will have DRS on Pridas. Baldward will have DRS on Sam unless... yeah, he should.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam's gonna fall out of the DRS right here as they go up. Sam just not having enough of an exit. Gonna be wide now, but Sam has no DRS. They hit the detection zone.
It's very difficult to make an overtake here, but it's enough to close in the gap.
Indeed, it's going to open up turn 1.
Closing. It's going to open up with the dirty air, but once the dirty air is dealt with, it's going to be a simple DRS overtake around the front straight as long as Baldward can hold the position.
Sam going to be looking, going to be making that late apex. Going to be going on out wide. Here they go now. Sam will have to go defensive here once again. Another fight through turn 1 will be beginning. Sam's going to try to make that Alpine as wide as he can. Baldward not having enough overspeed to make a move, but we'll see what they do
really
up here.
Has a massive snap, almost spins it off into the gravel into turn 2.
That is going to invite Sam. Baldward breaks traction enough that it invites Sam to maybe try to break the DRS, but Baldward is able to recover. Sam not quite having as much speed through turn 3 and 4. Going into turn 5 now. Dipping on through. John is starting to catch some time into Avo.
John has front wing damage. John has front wing damage to his front right end plate. That's gonna. It's not too bad. Front right one. If it's the front left, you might have a lot more issues. But the front right isn't the worst one you can have.
Boldward looking to close in once again, and they are now going to be studying that gearbox, and he has a rear snap. Boldward, I think, just pushing that pass a little too much right now in this desperation to get on by. A little too aggressive on the throttle.
Catching up to the back of Jork, our friend on the keyboard.
Indeed.
Having a massive spin around the last two. Is Morgan going to look to the inside of the last two? Yes, she does! She's going to make it around the inside of the last two corners. The double sweeping right-hander. Yeah, that is right-hander. I know my rights and lefts.
Very well done. I think a lot of that was just coming from the exit you get with the ability to have fine control over your steering. Turns out, even with a controller, let alone, I think Morgan's on wheel. I'm not entirely sure, though.
I think she's on controller. I'm not actually sure, but the controller is definitely much nicer than a keyboard could ever be for this game. So
yeah, you do need a little bit of pinpoint control over your steering.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan gonna now streak on ahead. But yes, with that pinpoint control, you are able to just get better exits. Getting better exits means more traction, more speed, and then you can pull on off to the inside, and the traction advantage, the fine control advantage you have being able to get an exact steering angle just helps so much. It's even why wheels do have...
Sorry to interrupt you, but Pridas is now diving into the pits. The first pit stop of, well, the first non-damage pit stop of the race, and he'll come out, I think, just a few seconds behind Jork, coming off of the soft tyres. So yeah, these soft tyres are going to start to go away. I expect possibly Avo to come in not too long afterwards. Maybe he's looking to see if he can find the gap to Jork. I think he has got enough of a gap to Jork, though, that he will be fine. And he'll just come out behind Morgan, who, honestly, it isn't the worst one to be behind, because Morgan's got pace.
Yeah, indeed. Avo's going to be going on right on down. I don't think you want to get caught up with John here, if you're Avo. You don't want to lose time fighting John, not when you are on different strategies. You're effectively on different races. You are a little out of position.
I would expect Avo to come in, but no, he doesn't. He doesn't pin into the pits.
I think he's going to give it another lap, but I don't know what the strategy is. Frankly, the strategy could just be vibes, for all I know.
It's always a great way to base your strategy, as Boldward also pits off the soft tyres. The soft tyres seem to now be
reaching their end. Yep. Random did already pit, so he will have a couple more laps on those softs up there, because I think Random might have gotten caught up in that, in some lap 1 damage as well.
He did, yeah, he got hit in the lap 1 damage, but now look who's all over the back of Avo. It is John. Well, I'll say all over the back. It's still about half a second, but I reckon that's going to come down quite quickly, as Sam is the first of the victim of the track limits.
First, and probably not the last, as we move on through lap 9 here. John's not going to try to risk much here with the broken end plate and all that. Dirty air is going to start to come on in.
Although he's right on the back of it. Avo stays out another lap, so
I don't hate it.
Maybe he's doing 2 soft stints. I mean, if he does 10 laps on these softs, another second sinister and 10 laps, it's doable, but John does get by quite easily, as Sam also picks off the medium tyres, so the medium tyres starting to pit as well, so maybe Avo's trying something we don't know here.
Yeah. Though I will say Sam's pitting quite early for a medium tire stint. You can get that easily 12. He's going on to the hards. Ooh!
Ooh, Jork is also pitting off the mediums. I expect probably hard as well then.
Very long hard tire stint. And Jork has a 10-second time penalty.
But while we've been talking about, we've been missing this.
Yeah,
Leo is silently catching up to Mavi here. Is only within just over a second, and depending on the outlaps and who blinks first.
Yeah, we will see.
Leo could undercut Mavi here and take this fight for first. John's 15, 16 seconds down the road. He's not going to be a threat unless these two massively slow each other up or hit each other. And then even then, it's Kimaru who's in prime position to take that away.
Indeed, I imagine John, like, I just want to talk about while we are up here, who was happy and who was not happy with the change in terms of pace. Or in terms of position right now. Mavi, I think, is relatively indifferent. He's leading this Grand Prix, and I think he was leading as we went on by. Leo, also similar position. Kimaru, I think, is going to be
Luck
quite
was actually
happy.
leading before the restart.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, Luck Skyler, not very happy. Kimaru's, I think, also relatively indifferent, but I think he is in a much better position than he was. Yeah, no, because Kimaru was in, like, 7th at this point.
Was one of the victims of the first.
John managed to get by. John wasn't running 2nd when we red flagged. He's now running 4th.
Oh, Mavi
Leo
dives
blinked.
into the pits. Leo dives into the pits.
Okay, so they're both going to be doing the exact same thing right now. No box opposites here.
Which really makes Avo's run on the softs really impressive here. The next driver behind him is actually Morgan.
Yeah, I think
into the pits now. Yeah, he is. Okay, good. Mavi goes onto hard tires. Leo onto mediums.
I was gonna say, I think these pit stops from Mavi and Leo had less to do with the actual wear on the tires, more to do with essentially gamesmanshipping each other. Oh, Mavi opts for the hards, Leo opts for the mediums. Interesting calls either end. But I think they were both thinking about undercut potentials, overcut potentials. I think they both just decided, yeah, we're gonna pit now. I want to keep as even as we can.
Just behind Prida, so we'll see how that comes, if anything comes out of that. But Mavi and Leo now on different tire compounds. Mavi on the harder compound, he's gonna be slower. Leo's gonna be able to have a traction advantage.
Yeah, here comes Leo going on through. Yep. So the traction advantage lets you get on the power earlier than your opponent. Getting on the throttle earlier, a little bit tougher, means you can get more speed on your corner exits, which lets you overtake.
Kimaru pits from the lead.
John also pitting.
Second. These two are now going to be leading once again as Leo has DRS. I don't think he's going to be able to make a move this lap, but he's going to get right up into prime position to stake out a move for the next lap.
If you're Mavi, you want to make this as hard as possible on Leo. You are going to have a long-term tire advantage. When you go into the hards, you're trading your short-term lap times for a long-term tire health. I don't quite know what Mavi's second compound will be, but it means he will be able to go back onto the mediums, which is probably what he wants to do. Leo will...
Just going to comment on something here. Andrew gained like 4 seconds on John, although I think that might have been because of the wing change. Okay, yeah, it was the wing change I called that, so that's fine. So John's front wing has now been fixed. He is now running right behind Prida, who decided to take some time cutting the grass.
Yeah, that's going to invite Avo to get in on the moves here. Leo is also now going to have a real chance at the turn 1.
Yeah, he's going to be close. It's just over 0.5 of a second. That's going to mean it's not going to be too easy for him to get alongside.
Yeah, I was going to...
It's roughly the amount you gain down the front straight here.
Yeah, Mavi going very defensive right now. Leo opening, Mavi trying to take as much space.
Outside, he makes the move stick. Mavi's going to try to cut back around the outside of the turn 3. That's not an easy place to overtake, especially with the tire disadvantage.
Yeah, though he takes a slightly later apex and battery. He has it. He has the inside line on turn 4. He's going to be able... He's going to be able to get a move here. Leo, though, has traction going down into turn 5. That is the tire compound. But Mavi has a little bit of traction now. Mavi taking late apexes right now. Late apexes give you more speed down the straights. Even if it's not the ideal line. Very smart driving from Mavi. It just wasn't enough. Very good driving, though.
Further back, Morgan is currently under pressure from Kimaru. Morgan on worn tyres, Kimaru not on worn tyres, so you'd expect Kimaru to be able to make a move ASAP, really. He wants to make a move ASAP.
Morgan already pit, remember? She pit lap 1 to change wing damage. She could do a de facto 1-stop here.
She can do. She is going to struggle to hold back Kimaru behind, as Kimaru is basically on fresh rubber, but having a look now at the front, Mavi is going to look to pull. Is he going to pull to the inside? Yes, he is. Is he going to make a move?
No, not enough.
He tries it, but Leo's able to hold it, but then Mavi's going to cut back to the inside. Is it going to be a repeat of what we had last lap? I don't think Mavi's close enough this time around.
No, but Mavi, I am impressed with Mavi's battling driving here. Though he does have a slight skid going in through turn 4. Though it's not enough to really affect his lap times, but he is falling back a little bit here.
How much of that is just the dirty air, though? The dirty air
Kimaru did get by Morgan. So
he runs quite wide into the fast chicane. Is that really a chicane? I don't really know. But he runs really wide.
Yeah.
Hits the back marker at a really unfortunate time for him.
Indeed, that dirty air does make things happen, but he is going to have DRS. He just has to remain in DRS right now and let this race come to him.
Exactly.
I did want to make this point.
The thing with the hard tire, though, is that you're basically locking yourself into the overcut. And the overcut, it's fine, but you're going to lose a lot of time, and you're going to rely on your last stint.
Yeah,
to try and elevate yourself back up there. I'm not a big fan of the overcut, especially in this game.
Well, I did want to say, you could effectively do what is a medium tire stint length. Get onto the medium tires. But Leo, remember, he started on the mediums. I keep trying to make this point. Leo started on the mediums. He then pit for the mediums. He has to go onto either the hards or the softs. Which does open up a chance. If he goes into the softs, he's going to be extending. Which... because Mavi has the option to go into the mediums, he still has an undercut available. Because he can just pit onto the mediums.
Then also, I don't think the soft tire is that bad. I mean, Avo made it last 10 laps perfectly fine. Struggled in the last couple turns, but that's on max fuel load.
Yeah, we'll see.
If they all do 6, 7, 8 more, if they do 8 more laps on these mediums and hards, which is what you'd expect at the mediums, then the soft tire run isn't really that bad of an option. I think Mavi is definitely going to have to do a soft tire unless he does a really early undercut.
I don't quite agree. I think he can still do 10 laps on these hards, then make for the end on these mediums. Or on the next set of mediums. Mavi has a 3-second time penalty for track limits. I think that just shows you how much he is pushing right now.
He's pushing to stay within that DRS. It's so important to stay within the DRS of the car ahead of you.
Speaking of hard tires...
Avo is currently on the back of Prida. He's been following this a little bit. He was in the back of him last lap as well, but now he's a lot closer.
Yeah,
he's going to pull to the inside. He's going to pull to the outside.
Oh, Prida squeeze!
A little bit of a touch, but the squeeze was hard, but he got by.
Yeah, Prida tried to do...
P5 now.
Yeah, Prida tried to do a defensive squeeze right there, taking as much of the racing line as you can, which is what you want to do, especially if the attacking car is inviting it. Because the ideal line's the ideal line. It's the fastest thing. The next fastest thing is getting as close as you can to the ideal line.
Exactly the case. Avo's now going to try to get away from him as much as possible, but Mavi's actually gotten close again to Leo. Is that hard tire already starting to come in for him, or is it just that Leo made a mistake? Is Mavi going to try to look for a move here? I wouldn't if I was him.
Could also just be differences in battery deployment here. They are approaching Jork, who is running in the points. to be on.
Huge day for the keyboard players out in the chat.
Indeed. Here comes Mavi. Yeah, not able to make anything.
I hope he knows to get out of the way though. That might be an actual issue for the drivers if he doesn't.
Oh yeah, this is not a street track. Press now is a 3-second time penalty for track limit violations.
Nope, he died. Okay, yeah, Jork does go out the way. That's great, and doesn't impede either of our top 2 drivers here. That's huge. Yeah, he now has a front row seat. He has probably the best seat of the house in that way.
And he gets a little bit of DRS for the fun as Mavi spins.
Seat of the house.
The front seat or toilet seat? Because I bet you that is a shit your pants moment, as they say here. To see a car just spin right in front of you. You're a passenger when a car spins that close to you. You just hit the brakes a little bit and hope and pray.
That was a huge spin for Mavi. It was lucky it was on that corner where it's such a massively long runoff area. But otherwise, that would have been...
Oh, I was going to say there was a fight going on between Balduard and Sam, but Balduard has gone off into the gravel, spinning actually in the same place Mavi just spun.
Wow, there's some oil on the track. Everyone's getting slippery there.
Yeah, everybody's being a little slippery in that part of the track. Avo is holding strong right now compared to Prudaz.
Prudaz does have 4-lap-old tyres. Really, what the 2 of them should be worrying about is Morgan right behind the both of them.
Yeah, Morgan did pit onto the hards. If I were Morgan, I'm not pitting unless there's a safety car here.
Yeah, I think Morgan's done her second pit stop now. I think...
Yeah, she is on 2 stops. So, and she went for hards, which is very much the sign of, I'm going to go to the end unless something happens.
Yeah, which is always the best option, really, if you're on this sort... If you've been forced into this kind of strategy. Baudouin does his second pit stop, goes also onto hards. He's going to be in P9. Yeah, as Jork then also pits from P10, so
yeah,
doing his seconds. 8 laps on the hard tyres. Maybe not a big fan of them.
No, I don't think so. Hard tires can be quite tricky in a lot of these moments, They can just feel terrible, especially. I will say from experience, I don't like the hard compounds on a lot of tracks in this game. They usually just feel quite stiff.
Jork's been in the pit lane for a while.
I wonder what kept him there.
Unless it's
oh right, he had a 10-second penalty for speeding.
Oh yeah, he did. I completely did not even think of that.
It didn't cross my mind. And Balduard has an ignoring blue flag penalty. Oh right, because he is with Mavi right here.
Yeah, I don't really think he's holding Mavi up, but I think it's definitely...
Yeah, like, the game doesn't really care. The game is just like, are you getting out for blue flag? And the answer is no. Like,
so
Mavi...
he is close enough that he should get out of the way for blue flags, but it's very possible that he's not...
Was he fighting there? That was a fighting... He's fighting here. I'm not sure what Balduard is doing, but there's damage right now. Mavi lost an end plate to a back marker. Oh, no. Balduard ignoring blue flags and fighting like heck against Mavi here. He's gonna be fuming. He was in for a fight for the lead. He did spin, to be fair. Like, you could argue that he wouldn't be in that fight anymore, but... Like, if Leo makes a similar mistake, Mavi was still there. But now Mavi's gonna have wing damage, as Balduard was fighting hard for what? I am astonished. That is the first time I have seen a backmarker do that in my time commentating FRL, which has been since Season 4. This is Season 7.
I don't think I've actually seen that happen in FRL. Like, Just in
No.
general.
No, we have had moments of, like, fighting over, like, exactly just how much a blue flag should, like, when it is appropriate to hold your line versus duck out, or other kinds of, like, we have had some blue flag troubles with ghosting, too, but we have never seen a driver in this league just fight for position as a back marker.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. That's definitely. I'm not really sure. Yeah,
Well, Lenny,
it's
I hope you're
definitely.
taking notes.
I think the FIA will very much have that one noted.
Yeah, I'm sure Mavi is going to report that one. The in-game penalty was there, but then there was a collision. I don't know if he
Meanwhile,
just thought
Sam
that ghosting
does
was
pit.
still
Oldgard
on.
has also spun it on his own.
I'm sure Mavi will be sticking his hand out the window like Snoopy and the Red Bear in there as he goes in the pit.
More impressed where the hell the window is on these cars.
Leo also pitting. Oh, you know what I mean. So yeah, Leo pits onto the softs like you were predicting here. Mavi goes onto the mediums, but the wing change is going to effectively cost him position here.
Yeah, I think.
I think this is, at this point, pending mistakes or like a tire blowing up. This is Leo's race to lose.
Yeah, and really, what that's done is, well, Marvy has just come up just ahead of Morgan, which is probably huge for him because he doesn't really want to have to be fighting Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan's at a one stop. She can't really fight much for position at the start of these pit stops. And at the end of the race, she's also not going to be fighting much for position. It will be, what, 17 lap old hards? Yeah, and
yeah, not exactly nice to try and fight.
yeah, you're essentially just going to fight as hard as you can, but not lose too much time, and just see where the one stop puts you. That's what you do in these scenarios when everybody else is doing a two stop that is looking faster and is mandatory. But especially on a high deg track, when you one stop compared to a two stopping field, you are just essentially playing roulette.
Yeah, speaking of pit stops though, Kimaru does make his second pit stop off the medium tyres. I imagine a soft tyre set will come on to that.
Yeah, it does.
There we go, there it is. And that leaves now John, I think John and Avo who just now does his second pit stop to be the last driver to do his second pit stop. Yet the only ones left is now just John.
Yeah, John will go a little longer, I imagine, onto softs, considering he is on the hard tire right now. Avo does go on the softs as well.
Yeah, quite as expected from him. He will...
Yeah, Prides will get ahead.
Of Prides?
No, Prides is ahead.
No,
Prides is ahead.
Prides will get ahead.
Just barely, but ahead.
Only just, and Avo will have soft tires to basically fight him every way.
Yeah, I imagine this will not be a difficult overtake for Avo once those tires get up to speed, but he did fall behind a little bit. I think he was trying to be careful on exit.
It is also quite difficult to get a good turn 1-2 coming at the pit lane here. It's very... You enter the corner very tight, so...
That is a good point as well. You are effectively on the inside line there, which...
John, by the way, stays out for another lap.
I mean, yeah, but stay out as long as you can. You're only really fighting Kimaru and Morgan. Let Kimaru wear down his tires for 2 laps and see where it gets you.
Yeah, he's a no threat to lose top 5 here. Like, I mean, even top 4 really because of Morgan. So, but
yeah, and I don't
think Morgan's really going to be able to put a fight to.
Indeed, and I don't think Kimaru is really lighting the timing sheets on fire right now on those softs. As Avo is going to have a moment.
He's gonna look up to the inside of Pridas. Are they gonna?
Pridas gave it
No,
space.
Pridas is gonna hold it, but Avo is gonna have the traction. Is he gonna have the battery? Is he gonna have
We'll
a look
see.
into turn 4? No, he's not
No,
gonna
he's
be
not.
close enough.
He'll have another lap though. This one was just to put in the little
Psych him out.
mistake
Bit of mind
generator.
games.
Yeah, and get close. Get close. I know Avo does sometimes struggle to race against Pridas for lag I get when talking with her. It can be quite. Oh, here we go!
He goes up to the inside. I know I said you don't really make a move up there, but
it is still possible, and now those soft tires are going to give you the advantage going through this left-right uphill. And then you will have the traction going here.
DRS off of Jork.
Oh, but yeah, that is Jork. Is it Jork?
Yeah, Jork.
Yeah, Jork gets out of the way. Avo eats up a little bit of slipstream from Jork, though. Cheeky.
That's exactly what Avo wants to do, though. Gets quite a bit of a gap already off of Pridas. I mean, he got DRS off of that as well, so...
Yeah, now Pridas crucially did not get by on that straight. Pridas goes a little bit wide on the exit there. But yeah, the crucial thing, Pridas did not get by Jork. So Pridas is going to be at the pace of Jork. Jork then lets Pridas go. But that cost Pridas, like, maybe a second, not quite. Maybe half a second.
Something similar to that, but having a look.
John is still out. Did John get two pit stops?
Damn. No, he hasn't. He's only done one stop. He needs to pit soon.
Oh, he has to pit this lap. Keeping an eye on him.
He's gonna run out of time.
Yeah. You want to give yourself the 5 laps to get by Kimaru.
But not just Kimaru, but Morgan.
Yeah, that her too. We'll see. Ultimately see. Looking at John's gap. Looking at here. It is interesting. John stays out again. At this point, you're making. Let me double check that I didn't miss something.
No, he's definitely only pitted one.
Yeah, he only has one stop. So not sure what is going on here, but John is being John. Mavi did get by an Alpine back marker. Not held up too bad. I'm sure Mavi, whenever he sees the blue flag ahead, is starting to get the long stare. That kind of happens when you have an incident like that for the rest of that race until you can decompress it.
Really, what I'm seeing, Morgan is running at a decent pace here compared to Kimaru behind. Kimaru behind can't really make any inroads. Making some inroads, but not many.
Yeah, the hard tires, like, the thing with hard tires, again, is that they don't really hit a cliff until very, very late when you're running, like, 20 laps on them here. You trade your overall, like, lap-by-lap pace, especially at the start of a stint, for consistency and length. And Morgan's putting in consistency and length.
There's another lap, by the way, that John doesn't make another pit stop.
Is John just gonna go to the end and, like, say something about this? I could see John doing that. Not to be the media spin girl here, but... Well, I always do love a little bit of drama in my American heart, don't I? John eking out as much as he can. We'll see what he does. Leo, though, just cruising along. I mean, as we saw last week, even somebody cruising along to win a race can go wrong.
Yeah, I mean that's always a possibility. Although it's not a street circuit, it's a bit harder to hit the walls here.
Yeah.
Hits again.
Yeah, Jork pitting again. You're in 11th. You might as well. Is John gonna finally pit? Yes.
John does finally pit, but he's only got 3 laps.
Unfortunately for my drama brain, John pit. But we'll see what he does. Avo's not going to be in this for it. John pits onto softs. He will be quick, keep in mind. But yeah, only 3 laps to do it.
He has 3 laps to make up how... Not only does he have the 3 laps to make up that much time, but he has 3 laps to make that much time and then overtake both of them.
Yeah, I don't think John made a good call here. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. John... Yeah, he's going to be going.
It's about 8 seconds. He has 8 seconds to gain on Kimaru in 2 laps, effectively. It's doable. It's very doable on this track.
Yeah.
The tires are gonna be gone.
Also keep him... Yeah, lap 31, 32, and 33 will be his full laps. So it's technically like 3.5. He has...
Yeah, 3.5 laps to get it done, which...
It's
not impossible. He's already gained a second on the outlap, which...
Yeah, I imagine Kimaru's tires are yelling at him right now. And the dirty air. And there's an Alpine there. Is that Alpine Sam? No, it's not Sam, it's Random. Random gets out of the way of Morgan, but not Kimaru. Is Kimaru getting a little... Okay. They're good. So now John's going to have to navigate Random here, who is on 18-lap-old hard tires. Once again, and Jork's in the pits again. I think Jork's just having a little bit of a vibe session over there. Prix has caught up to Avo, actually, too.
Yeah, maybe these soft tires are gone for these drivers that are on them. So perhaps it could work out fine for John.
Yeah, he could at least get to Kimaru. He's already closed in another 2 seconds as we were talking, like...
Yeah, in 1 lap he's closed in 2 seconds.
Yeah, Avo's gonna have to hold off Prix. Prix is on old mediums and has a time penalty. John has a time penalty, and that's probably it.
Not only that, yeah, he's just over 4 seconds behind. He'd have to make up all 4 of those seconds in 1 lap.
Yeah, he would need to get, 4 seconds there, get a move done, and then 3 seconds to eke out the penalty.
Yeah, it's looking quite difficult. He almost runs into the back of Random there, actually.
Yeah, John's pushing hard right now. Leo's on the penultimate tour through Sector 2. Avo's getting ready to hold off the Penguin.
Allward on the back of Sam as well, though. I didn't actually notice this until now, but they are at the back, and unfortunately, Mavi's right behind. I'm sure Mavi's...
Oh, I'm sure Mavi is
that statistic.
Yeah, Mavi's not gonna... Mavi's once again staring long and hard into the sunset.
Runs into the back of Sam, runs wide into the corner.
Yeah, so that I think diffuses any chance of Boldward getting... Well, how did he already get back into DRS? That's impressive. Unless he just straight-lined it.
Oh, but he goes into the pit lane.
Fascinating. Okay, so Mavi's gonna get by Sam. Nothing too chaotic on the back markers as we are on the last lap of the Grand Prix.
John is right up to the back of Kimaru now.
Yeah, we'll see what John does.
The fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
Borderline quali laps coming out from John. We'll see what he's able to do on this last lap. Couple battles to sort out as Leo's gonna make his final turns. Well, he's going for Sector 2 for the last time. We do have Avo and Pridas to sort out too here. I'm going to be looking at those two right now. We do have a Haas and another Haas.
John's looking racy at Kimaru. He's going to look to the inside of turn 5. Yes, he is.
Kimaru, yeah, he gets that door closed right now, and that's key. Avo's pulling out a bit of a gap to Pridas as well. Pridas won't have enough space to make a move here. Leo's gonna be Leo's gonna be crossing the line to win the Grand Prix here as it starts to rain. John is gonna be able to get on by right now on the DRS. But will he have enough space to get the 3 seconds? No. But John's gonna at least feel good about getting that move done right now. Rain's starting to fall here in the Circuit de Catalunya.
Gunn finishes in P3 after a
very
recovery
good
from her.
Yeah, very good one-stop race from her. Kimaru gets P4, John P5 so far. Here comes Avo and Pridas right now. Avo and Pridas. Avo's going to have to deal with the worst of the wet weather coming on in right now. Same with Pridas. These two are just going to have to feather it on home. Pridas not going to be able to get on by and get enough time. Yeah, Pridas is falling back too.
Yeah, I think Avo is going to be able to hold on to P6. Best of the rest effectively for this race.
The raid fall.
Just gotta navigate the last corner, tiptoe around it.
Yeah, here comes Avo in P6. Pridas P7. Strong race from the Raven, actually. All things considered.
Very good race.
Very good, very good. Yeah, she's in. Yeah, I do stand corrected in that Morgan is on controller, not wheel.
And there you have it. Leo wins with Mavi in second, and Morgan finishing up the podium in third. Kimaru gets fourth with John in fifth, Avo better the rest in sixth, beating out Pridas in seventh. Sam and Random in eighth and ninth with the two houses of Boldmark and Jork in P10 and 11. Fortunately, Skylar and Luck both DNF'd on the first lap in that first lap.
Yeah. Very good race from all of them. Thank you very much today for joining us. We have one more race to go.
What's that race going to be, actually?
It's gonna be Australia. Against Tight for the Albert Park circuit, but it will be our season finale next week. Same time, same place. Hopefully with a lot less connection problems. I have been Nexie here.
Upside down, so let's see.
Yeah, I've been Nexie here. I'm joined in by Sierra. Our race director I'd like to thank is Lenny. So is our head steward right now. I would also like to give Corvix a little thanks for hosting the sessions today. And for all of our drivers for putting in their hard work through all this. I imagine quite a few of them are going to be frustrated. Others are going to be happy, but regardless, I think it was a good day for a Grand Prix. Thank you very much. Take care.